Teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Burke, the pass to Hardaway. Porzingis with a screen on Bay. Back to Burke. Three-pointer. Detroit with the rebound. Grant's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And they double up MP. Fires the three. No good from Grant. Mavericks trail by 17. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porzingis passes to Terry. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Carter. And it's Grant in the corner. Off target from outside. The Mavericks shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class. Defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Nice, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. Porzingis sets the pick for Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. It's over Bay. Hardaway, no good. Detroit leading by 14. And they double up MP. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Carter on the wing. Pass to Stewart. Over Kleba. Stewart misses. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Grant. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Front past the arc. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Terry against Carter. Grant. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 5 assists in the game.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Burke. No good off the back of the rim.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time.
Trey Burke.
That is it.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Pistons with possession here. Here's Carter. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Now Burke. Here's Hardaway. Cauley Stein kicks to Burke. 5 on the clock. break that ice-cold streak. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Carter penetrating, and he hammers that one down in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Hardaway against Bay. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Bay. Hardaway. No good. And it's Detroit the other way. Carter drives in. And a lot of contact on that one.
Damn, you hack.
That's his second personal foul.
I care about them bats on his page.
Shooting for Detroit. Taking 2 shots.
From a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Detroit also making some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Stewart. And Royce O'Neal subbed in for Bay. Carter hits them both. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And the pass to Burke. Will it go? Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Pistons leading by 22. Grant finds Joseph. O'Neal with it. Carter on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And then Carter with the dunk.
Royce O'Neal.
It's impressive.
Timeout charge to Dallas. Ladies and gentlemen, your average dance team.
We need daddy at the rest of the make it
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Terry the pass to Cauley-Stein. Kicks to Burke. Powell with a screen on Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? And no good. Trying to use the glass.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
He dishes it to O'Neal. Joseph looking over the floor. Pass to Olynyk. Lets it go with the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Burke kicks to Finney-Smith. Terry the pass to Powell. Lets the three fly. Dallas no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
On the wing, Terry, covered by Lee. Terry dishes to Powell. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Brown comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Burke. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jackson, he's checked in for Joseph. Terry the pass to Bullock. Kicks it out to Terry. 4 on the shot clock. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. One thing that stands out about Royce O'Neal, Doris, his versatility as a switchable defender.
No, this guy is elite on the defensive end. 6'4", 225 with a 6'10" wingspan. And the thing you love is he can affect shots even when he's guarding guys that have more size than him. This guy is tremendous defensively.
Powell with a screen on Jackson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6.
I tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right side Jackson. He kicks to O'Neal. Back to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Pass to O'Neal. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Olynyk. It's deflected.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
No good from Finney-Smith. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now, here is O'Neal. He's guarded closely. Wiles kicks to Lee. Passes it to Olynyk. Launches it. The Mavericks pull it in. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
And the shot goes in. Terry's got his second bucket.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Terry against Lee. Olynyk sets a screen for Lee. That shot is off. Great D that time from Powell. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by O'Neal. Olynyk with the steal. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Lee passes to Olynyk. Dishes it to Jackson. Bullock with the rebound. Dallas has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Terry against Lee. Back to Bullock. Over Jackson. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Detroit.
Your Mavericks, 43. The Pistons, 65.
And it's Burke with...
So the Bucks lead 19-17. So the Patriots have now 33. Minute to play. Jones, Devontae
Doink.
Belichick, it's like, oh man, wait. After the game, it's just an emotional moment thinking about coming up here and playing. And again, I know when it's tough to come in here and win a game. All these years, this team does a great job to make you earn it. You're not going to win every game, but it's a tough football environment. The crowd's into it. I'm really happy we got to win.
What was the experience like going? Look, we went against Tom Brady every day in practice defensively. So it's not like we've never seen Tom Brady before. And they're a good football team. He's a great quarterback. I think that's all goes without saying.
Never disappoints. Never disappoints. Never. Super Bowl 41 champ Jeff Saturday joining us now. All right, all the hype coming in was Brady versus Belichick. When you watch this game, what really stood out to you? Mac Jones. I mean, who'd have thought, right? Like, everything leading up to this game, Mac Jones balled out. And listen, he outplayed Tom Brady in every facet of the game yesterday, right? He was pinpoint accurate. They literally had minus rushing yards, Jay. So when you think about what Mac Jones did, and by the way, he gave his team the opportunity to kick the winning field goal. Right. So with 2 minutes left, he drives them down, puts them in field goal position. He did everything asked. This guy, and he played with all the pressure going on. He played above what I think everybody expected and gave his team a chance. Man, I was really proud of the way he played. So Tampa gets the win. What concerns do you have about this team moving forward? Oh, their secondary. They are so banged up. They have so many injuries. I mean, literally they signed Richard Sherman on Wednesday and he started, right? So when you think about this Bucs defense and the pressure they can put on you, I think Mac Jones went at Richard Sherman maybe 10 times. I mean, I think he threw 19 in a row. I think 10 or 11 of them were right at Richard Sherman. And it's because he's just not in the defense, right? About bodies, about just effort, all those things. That what did you put out when you're showing up on Wednesday? That's continuing to show up. And again, I think they had 2 more injuries last night. This thing is getting critical on the back end for the Bucs defense. There is some good news for the Bucs. They're heading into a stretch of 8 straight games against teams with non-winning records. Just Saturday.
The ball for Dallas. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Bay and Grant are the forwards. Carter out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The pass to Burke. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway for 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Burke, the pass to Kleba. And the power forward, Maxi Kleba.
Jeremy Grant. That's his 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for Dallas, Maxi Kleba taking 2 shots.
I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
This can't be your best. Step it up!
Grant kicks to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
Bruh.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Mavericks trail by 21. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway from outside. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Finney-Smith kicks to Burke. Pass to Porzingis to the left side wing. Here's Finney-Smith from downtown. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Now, here's Cunningham. Burke covering. Cunningham passes to Carter. And they double up MP. Cunningham's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of it. Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Cunningham dishes it to Carter. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Grant and the dunk by Grant.
This is where the size, speed, and mobility of Jeremy Grant comes into play. On the roll, tough to deal with.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. Now Kleba. Here's the dish to Burke. Porzingis way outside. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And it's Carter penetrating, and then Carter with the dunk.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Burke, the pass to Hardaway. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3, drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And it's Grant in the corner. Offensive rebound. And Stewart gets it to go. And the Pistons lead by 20.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Carter against Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. Hardaway, no good. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. Back to Grant.
Oh, man.
Burke looking over the floor. Pass to Finney-Smith. To the middle, looking to get back on track here. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Clinks the dunk off the rim.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
He takes it in. Burke finds Hardaway. Detroit with the rebound. Bayes got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
What the hell was that?
Finish and transition, nice and easy.
Burke with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Outside, Porzingis fires from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Detroit the other way now. And it's Carter penetrating. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant is becoming adept at how to finish the alley-oop. Devastates the defense with a terrific look.
Burke, the pass to Porzingis. And here is Burke. Kleba sets the screen for Burke. Rebound, Detroit. Carter for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Carter's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends.
Defensive foul.
And defensively.
Sadiq Bey.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And the Pistons making a change here. Trey Lyles checked in for Stewart. O'Neal comes in for Grant. Frank Jackson, he's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Joseph in for Cunningham. And good that time. 44 points for MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Hardaway. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out a game. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my
That's his second personal foul.
We've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Mavericks making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Back to Carter. Takes the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got 47 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Now here's Brown. Outside Terry. They get it back. Finney Smith. And he converts the layup. Finney Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Lyles sets a screen for Carter. Down low. Lyles no good. Mavericks shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%. Not playing with as much energy here lately. Out left to the wing. Cauley-Stein with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Down kicks to Terry. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Carter the pass to Lyles. O'Neal against Kleba. Lyles sets a screen for Joseph. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Dallas moving the ball around. Finney Smith kicks to Terry. To the left wing. No good on the triple. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
Pistons substitution.
With the mouse, they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Hardaway against Jackson. Goes up to the stripe. Detroit with the rebound. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now the pass to Stewart. 12 seconds left in the fourth. There's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Cauley-Stein.
That's the end of the game. Thank you, everyone, for making it out and supporting your team. We hope to see you again soon for the next home game.
Hey, guys. Okay, Frank, you want to start?
Now, you face some criticism online, especially on Twitter, by some who say you care more about scoring than winning games. Now, how do you respond to those criticisms?
Watch the games.
That's it?
Yeah, watch the games.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, let's go to Candace next.
So, MP, how important is playing with pace to what you want to accomplish on the offensive side of things?
It's a big part of a lot of successful offenses these days. Pace and space, and we're no different. It's just logic, ultimately. The quicker you get into the offense, the easier it is to catch the defense out of the position on their heels, and the easier it is to score.
Let's go, Attribute Ridge.
Sunday standout around the corner. Last Sunday of the baseball season could be a goodbye to the Nationals and the longest tenured player, Ryan Zimmerman, given a standing O, ranking first in franchise history in games, home runs, hits, RBI, total bases. 37-year-old free agent. The end of the season. Wow. All right, so Buster Posey and the National League West winning Giants ended the season just as hot as they started it. They finished with a franchise record of 107 wins. Posey 3 RBI, his 1,500th career hit. They're the most winners of the Dodgers Cardinals. And a Trey Turner clearing all the bases with his grand slam on the Dodgers 10-3 win over the Brewers. His 328 batting average makes him the 2021 batting champ. According to Elias, he's the second player ever to finish with baseball's best average in a year. He played for 2 teams, and Harry Walker the other one back in 1947. Shohei Ohtani, another milestone, is 100th RBI against the Mariners. Their drought of postseason baseball continues. They've been in the playoffs since 2001. Longest active streak in MLB, NFL, NBA, or NHL. Rafael Devers delivering when it mattered most for the Red Sox. 4 for 5, 2 homers, 4 RBI in the Sox playoff clinch game against the Nats. Second player in franchise history with a multi-home run game that clinched them in the spot. No more Garcia Power was the first. Take Mac Jones.
Both Patriots and the Niners seem to me to have veteran quarterbacks been to Super Bowls before. Why do you start the rookie? I don't know. Things are changing. Trey Lance at 21, by the way, is with a 75-yard passing touchdown. Waiting for a whistle. There is the whistle. Time for the 2-minute warning, guys. Guys, let's get some quick takes. Jeff, big Ben was struggling yesterday. Mike Tomlin, that's him. Venture, but I do think you challenge him. You can't be able to check down Charlotte. We've got to push the ball down the field. You saw the touchdown early in the game, but you have to be willing to take some risk. And I think when you're looking at this football team, where they're sitting right now at 1-3, at some point, the risk on the offensive side of the ball has got to go up. Everything is going out of the backfield. It's short. You're asking players to make plays. Defenses have pushed up the line of scrimmage. It can be very difficult to operate that way. Just going to have to be willing to take more chances. I know that's outside the realm of what the Steelers normally do, but that's what they have to do if they want to continue to move. They get caught in this whole plan. What's their succession plan? Bear coach Matt Nagy said today, Andy Dalton is going to start as healthy. Fans want to know, what's Nagy doing?
First of all, Nagy did the right thing this past week. He cracked down on himself and his coaching staff together It's just to get that offensive line right. We got to remember the Browns defense may be as good as any in the NFL. That's the one that embarrassed Fields and the Bears a week ago. But Andy Dalton is a veteran. They have a plan for Fields that was to play him every game. He did say if healthy, and I told the story before that if healthy can last a long time as long as Justin Fields is playing at a high level and they are winning games.
Jeff, meantime, speaking of rookie quarterbacks, the Jets rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson, led them to their first win yesterday. How good can Zach Wilson eventually be, based on this?
Well, I think he'll be real good, but let's get credit where credit's due. That Jets defense flat out got after him yesterday. What, they have 7 sacks? And look, did Zach Wilson throw some good balls? For sure. Did he play well? The biggest thing that Zach Wilson's going to have to continue to learn and develop in his game is protecting the football. All the dynamic, big-time throws, big-time plays, those are all great. Protecting the football is the number one thing you must do to win games in the NFL.
Yeah, if you idolize the whole Rodgers, and he seems to, they do that. They do all the Favre stuff, but they don't turn the ball over. You heard the whistle. Jeff Ford, thank you guys for coming on, and I'll see you soon. Coming up, Lisa Salters live from SoFi Stadium. Justin Herbert in the divisional flag, and how John Gruden and Derek Carr will attack
Get a dozen double crunch shrimp for $1 with any steak entree only at Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Welcome back to the DIFY show, the show where others do it for you. Today we're going to DIFY a broken sewer line. The first step is to have home serve in place. Home serve will do it for you with home repair plans starting at just $7.99 a month. The next step, we're going to roll these bouncy balls towards that smaller ball. Oh, good roll. Did you do that? That wasn't so great. That's how you DIY a broken sewer line. That's our show today. Let home serve do it for you with plans starting at just $7.99 a month. Go to homeserve.com or call now.
Hello, this is Rachel of Home Services. Calling you directly to your current credit card number. There are no problems currently with your account. Sick of annoying spam calls? RoboKiller eliminates 99% of unwanted calls. Download RoboKiller today.
Worldwide Main Studio fan at Fanatics.com. The world's largest collection of officially licensed fan games. All the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Bubble looks like a bubble but plays like a ball. It's made from affinity and that's super strong. There's so many different bubble ways to play. You can try a different bubble ball every day. The new Groovy Bubble has tie-dye swirls. It's the grooviest bubble ball in the world. Giant bubble, biggest bubble by far. It even grows bigger than my grandma's car. It's bubble ball, the best ball in the world. You'll have to ask millions of boys and girls. Get Groovy Bubble for $19.99 plus $7.99 processing and handling. Must be 18 or older to order. Batteries not included. Each sold separately.
greatest returns in sports history. Tom Brady back in New England.
I'm not going to be thinking about 20 years of history. If they know anything about me, they're going to know that I'm going out there to try to win football.
And he is in the history books, the all-time career passing leader. Patriots touchdown! At halftime, Tampa Bay trails New England. Where do you go back and forth with the greatest of all time? Pretty damn impressive. Tampa Bay is taking the lead. Now Nick Folk will come out. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Only Fox with the win. Tom Brady and the Bucs get the victory in a rainy Foxborough as we welcome in our NFL analyst and all-around media superstar, Marcus Spears. Swagoo, after all the hype, the game lived up to the billing. It got an artistry, at least in terms of the drama, maybe even more dramatic than most of us anticipated. What was your biggest takeaway?
You saw two masterminds go at it. And I think people need to walk away from that game understanding how great Bill Belichick was in that game and how great Tom Brady was. And I know the score is not indicative of greatness. We wanted to see Tom Brady put up 5 touchdowns and all of that, but you saw a real live chess match with a player on the field and a coach on the sideline who understands each other as well as anybody understands anybody in the NFL. Bill Belichick took the middle of the field away for the majority of the game. He gave Tom a few opportunities to make throws in those areas he loves in order to make plays, and it ended up being enough match. But for the most part, throughout the duration of that game, if you're a football fan, you understood the X's and O's that was happening between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. That was great for me to see.
So I understand that it's different because Tom Brady was more seasoned, right? He also turned out to be the greatest of all time. He was more seasoned back in the day when he would get Vinatieri into field goal range and then kick a field goal and win. But Mac Jones is not Tom Brady, and he's a rookie starting, a true rookie starting. No red shirt here, right? It was a 56-yard field goal in the rain. It wasn't 4th and 1 where you could try a quarterback sneak. It was 4th and 3. But Swagoo, the way I think about it, even if you hit it, and it's unlikely in the rain that you can hit a 56-yarder, you're giving Tom Brady almost a minute to work with to beat you. And all he's got to do is complete a couple passes to get himself within field goal range, right? What did you think of Belichick's decision to kick the field goal?
Makes everything in me personally would have loved for them to go to 4th and 3. It was the right thing. Listen, he had given Tampa problems all night long. Why wouldn't he bet on this defense in that situation? Bill Belichick wanted to, like a part of me thought, Bill Belichick wanted this exact situation. Brady, ball in his hands, my defense, my defensive calls, and let's see who can get it done at the end of the game. That's the drama that I wanted if the kick was made. But for him to go for the field goal, I thought was the right decision because you take the points, and then you bet on yourself as a defensive coordinator and defensive mastermind who had been giving Tom problems for a lot of that game. So I understand the other side of it, the analytic side of it, what people think they should do. I thought you should kick the field goal. Folk has been a really good field goal kicker. And then you get back to the point where we got Belichick Brady for the last to see who can win the game, can close that thing out. That was the drama we wanted.
Everyone's telling me that to be sensible that way. I just think 56 yards, first you got to hit that. I think that's under a 50-50 proposition. And then you got to hope Brady doesn't beat you. That's not a take the points to me. Take the points is 38 yards. A good kid, okay, fine, take the points. This is not take the points. You're telling me the same thing all the football guys are. I must be wrong. Bucs host the Dolphins in Week 5. Of course, the Patriots lost. Patriots are at the Texans.
To win the game, it's awesome for us. We've got another opportunity next week. It's time to get back to work.
I keep saying that just won around. Who cares how we do it? Let's just win, right?
Jackpot, baby! Bring on the Chargers.
We know what we're in for as we get ready for the Chargers.
Herbert, touchdown, Chargers!
The Raiders are 3-0 and headed to Los Angeles for the Chargers.
A challenge for us, no doubt. A big-time challenge.
We now welcome in our Monday Night Football on-field reporter, Lisa Salters. Lisa, thank you for joining us. Huge win for the Chargers last week with Justin Herbert outfooling Patrick Mahomes at Arrowhead. What does that win do for LA heading into tonight's season
tonight's game with the Raiders?
Yeah, well, Max, the message from their head coach, Brandon Staley, that was then and this is now. In fact, Joey Bosa told me that at Saturday's walkthrough, the team was being a little lazy at the start of practice, so Staley huddled everyone together and asked them, who do you want to be? An average team, a hit or miss team? Staley told them this game against the Raiders is not going to be won because they won a game last year. It's going to be won in practice today. This, Staley said. Bosa said the message was received, that players locked in, they had a good practice. Justin Herbert told us it was great to know that they could go on the road and beat a team like Kansas City, but he said Las Vegas is 3-0 for a reason and has their full attention.
And Lisa, both these teams are throwing the ball a lot more than they're running it. Is John Gruden planning for an ugly shootout tonight?
Yeah, well, we asked John Gruden if he expected a lot of points tonight. He said, I think this has the makings of being a pretty good game, but this team is hard to throw the ball against. Patrick Mahomes, of course, referring to the 2 picks that Mahomes threw last week in the KC loss to the Chargers. But the Max, the Raiders ended the week with the league's best offense, averaging 471 yards a game. And Derek Carr is playing the best football of his career. Through 3 games, Carr has a league-leading 1,203 passing yards. He became just the second quarterback in NFL history, alongside Cole Porter, to open a season with 3 wins and average 400 passing yards in those games. So Carr told us he's not concerned about how Vegas gets it done tonight. He said, I don't care if I'm first in yards or last in yards, we're just going to find a way to win.
Excellent stuff. Thank you so much, Lisa. The Raiders and Chargers tonight on ESPN at 8 Eastern, 5, 6, 4 on tonight. Let's bring Mark Spears back. Swag, is this game supposed to be?
Oh, thanks. Listen, this would be a line of demarcation, I think, early in Gruden's coaching career with the Raiders, with the trend that they've been on. They've been winning more games since he got
I feel like using that artistic eye of yours for a little something. I've got a photo challenge that I think would be just right for you.
I think a lot of people think that the Chargers are the best team, obviously, in Kansas City. When you look at what Las Vegas is performing, look at how Derek Carr has been playing, how Gus Bradley, his defensive coordinator, has this defense playing, especially up front with this defensive line. Tonight will be a seminal moment for the Las Vegas Raiders moving into their new place, and our conversation about them begins to shift and shape and take form, because we all know, or we all believe, or based on everything that I've heard, is that the Chargers is a really good football team. We plan on them being a playoff team. They will win the division because they already got the win against the Chiefs. Raiders sitting there 3-0, have won some tough games on the road, played against some really good defenses, and now we get an opportunity. It's an in-division opponent tonight. We win this game, we'll start changing how we talk about the Las Vegas Raiders in general.
I've been talking a lot on this show. It's been a theme of mine. Quarterback coach combination, Swag. That the good ones that game in, game out, week in, week out, year in, year out, on the right depths. So very recently, double-digit in terms of picking things every year. Maybe and Carr are trending toward that. And later I'm going to get into what this might mean to culture in LA, right? How important it is to the Chargers. Well, what's the biggest thing for the Raiders defense tonight?
Guys, it's important. It's pressure. It's making sure that you don't allow Justin Herbert to do what he does as far as extending plays and letting him get out of line. It's Vegas defensive. Justin Herbert is getting the ball, taking it down the game. They're an offensive development about the Chargers because their quarterback is what he can do. But when you think about this Las Vegas Raiders defense, and how much I railed on them, and a lot of people railed on them last year, giving up so many points, so many big plays, things looking terrible. This run between Carr and between Max Crosby and Nick Bockway, these guys are getting out there passing.
Well, and he's got Sean Slater close their eyes, got that 10-year deal, 4 7 8 right now they're undefeated. Get your pick who wins in a little bit. Sit tight, thanks, Swag. Who are reach for Monday Night Football matchup as Derek Carr, Las Vegas Raiders in LA. Maybe at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Vegas is in chat. In updates menu. TV, but in honor of Tom Brady getting that victory last night at Gillette Stadium, I made a goat cheese omelet, broccolini, put some cherry tomatoes on top of that, and salsa verde and some hot sauce. So play on Tom Brady, who beat my Raiders twice in Super Bowl, so I reluctantly call him the GOAT, but gotta give props to what he did last night. That looks so good. That looks really, really good. Got some skills in his play. Say no hobby, Max. Say no hobby. Oh, it's real. On Monday Night Football tonight, LA favored by 3 over Las Vegas. Who do you like? Now, on the Chargers side here, I still think the Raiders have exceeded expectation with them against some teams that are not that impressive. I'll lay the 3. And I'm looking at Raiders daily defense, maybe bringing John Dawkins back down to earth. They've allowed him to see 1 passing yard per game this season, Max, which is 6 in the NFL. You have Joey Bosa getting pressure up front. You have Derwin getting the chest piece in the back. And you have Brandon Staley as kind of professor, kind of dialing everything up there. I think Derek Carr and the Raiders offense, during the line was maybe their least efficient game for the air that we've seen so far this season. Yeah, Justin Herbert is one of the most talented young quarterbacks I've ever seen in this stage. Right now, and Joe Lombardi's offensive plan, that's Michael Steele,